Hello, everybody. It's Lyssa with Song of My Heart Studios. It is Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and I have just a dab of time to show you a new fancy fold. I'm so excited about this one. I learned it from my friend Dawn, and she made me one, and it was so cute. I had to sit down and make one myself right away, and then I knew I had to share it with you guys because it's so easy to do. So this is an accordion surprise card, and it's a surprise because this looks like an ordinary card, right? It looks just like an ordinary card, fits in a regular envelope, but when you open it up, it's so cool. Look at that. It has 3 accordion folds inside for you to decorate, embellish, and I just went crazy with the Blackberry Beauty ephemera pack, which is a whole bunch of little bits and pieces that go with the Blackberry Beauty suite, and they're all pre-done for you, and you just have to punch them out. So I just went crazy with this card and decorated it and did the front and just had so much fun with it. But it was so easy to make. I had to show you guys right away because you're going to love this one. And it is a great way to show off quite a few patterns of your beautiful pattern paper. So let's talk about the paper we're using. It is called Blackberry Beauty, and it's 12 by 12, and you get all of these amazing patterns, and they are decorated with gold foil, so you have really elegant foil embossing. Isn't that so pretty? And I'm finding these extremely versatile. I love that one. That's cinnamon cider color there. Ooh, I love this one too. Who would have thought to put that Flirty Flamingo pink with rich raspberry? But it really works, doesn't it? And the patterns are all interchangeable. They're kind of fall related. They have a lot of oak leaves, acorns, owls, but mostly there's just a lot of foliage. So anytime you're using a nature themed card, this would be great papers. These papers and all of the pieces in this suite, including the stamp set, which is called The Beauty of Tomorrow, and various other accessories, including the ephemera pack, are on page 44 and 45 of the holiday mini catalog. So that one looks like this. And if you need a copy, just let me know. I would be more than happy to send you one free of charge. Now, this catalog is retiring in December, so you will want to order anything that you want from this catalog right away because it is going to sell out fast, I'm sure, especially these amazing papers. So treat yourself to another look at the Blackberry Beauty suite. All right, so back to our card, Accordion Surprise. Sorry, I was reading comments and talking at the same time. Never works. Penny says she should come and photobomb. Yes, you could come and photobomb me, but I might not be responsible for what I say on camera then if you do that. So, oh, I got schmoots on my card. See, this is why liquid glue and I are just not friends. I know it's the cheapest kind of glue, and it works really well, but that's what always happens to me. I'll have to put a little tiny dab of white out there. And do you guys ever use white out on your cards? It actually works pretty well. My grandma and I used to send each other cards with all kinds of white out because we knew that we were both card makers. We would completely understand how this happened. Oh dear, I'm making it worse. All right, I'm going to quit while I'm not ahead and just plump my thumb over that smear, okay? So, accordion surprise, and let's learn how to make it. All right, so you're going to need an ordinary card base. Remember, that's what makes it a surprise. So an ordinary card base is 8.5 inches wide by 5.5 tall. And remember, that is you get 2 from an 8.5 inch by 11 piece of cardstock. So cut it in half, either way actually, and when you fold it in half, it will be a medium card. And I scored mine in the middle at the 4 1/4 mark so that it folds in half. And then this pattern paper piece that makes the accordion is 5 1/4 inches. So it's just a little less tall than the card. See that? So 5 1/4 by 10. So you're going to cut off a 2-inch strip from the end of your 12 by 12 pattern paper. And a 2-inch strip will be plenty to use on some other project. But for this project, we need 5 1/4 by 10. Then, this is so fun. It gets scored. I didn't take out these old scoring markers here. Let me get those out of the way so they don't distract us. It gets scored at every inch from 2 inches all the way till 8. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So basically what you're doing is leaving two 2-inch panels on the outside edges, and everything else is a 1-inch score across the middle, okay? So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then no more. All right, then we're going to fold this into an accordion. So easy when it's scored. Okay? And it's an accordion like this, where the two 2-inch side flaps are valleys, and there are 3 mountains, we call that. Okay? So it should look like this when you're done. And all you have to do to insert that, here I'm going to use liquid glue and live dangerously again, is put some glue on there while it's folded up, position it inside the card. One nice thing about that glue is how easily you can move it if you stuck it down wrong, right? So that's one side, and then just keep it folded up. Put some more glue on this other 2-inch flap here and close the card. And it should be perfect or pretty close to perfect on that side as well. So cute! Now the reason you want to use pattern paper and not cardstock for this is so that when it is folded, it is not so thick that you have to use special postage. Okay, that's pretty thick enough there. But if you used cardstock, it would be much thicker and very hard to fold. So that's all there is to it. Isn't that awesome? So to finish off my card, I stamped 2 pieces of Very Vanilla in this instance, and those measure 1 3/4 inch by 5. So I'll put that down. So that's your neutral, and that's where you're going to write. I would suggest stamping your sentiment on one of them, and then just signing, adding a quick note and signing your name on the other. There's not a lot of writing space on this card, which sometimes, there's not a lot to say. Just, I'm here for you, I'm thinking of you, this is hard and I see you, kind of thing. So this is a good card for those times when you don't necessarily have to have a lot that you have to say. So this is all the inside is other than decorating. So I'll show you this one again with my thumb over my smudge. And again, those were all pieces from a pack called the Blackberry Bliss or Blackberry Harvest Ephemera pack. Ephemera being little bits and pieces of things that evoke a certain feeling or a certain age, like vintage. This is almost a little bit Victorian. And it's so pretty. So you can just go to town on that, and just make sure that when you're gluing things down, you only are gluing them to one side of the accordion, not both, because they'll just bend and get squashed. So just stick with one side of the accordion. And then on the front, you're going to need more pattern paper, because why not, right? This is also very Victorian-ish, with mixing patterns and mixing colors together that you wouldn't necessarily think. That's a very Victorian thing to do. So I'm adding one of my favorite patterns in that pack. Again, it's got cinnamon cider, it's got rich raspberry, and soft suede brown. And then I'm just going to put a few pieces of ribbon. My favorite adhesive for ribbon is tear tape. And this stuff doesn't go anywhere. Wherever you put that is where your item is going to stay. And because it's not a liquid, it doesn't soak into ribbon. And it is repositionable with ribbon, although not with paper. So I'm just going to put my ribbon down here. Maybe I have some gold embroidery floss. I'll loop that back and forth. So I'm just making a little mat of textiles. A lot of layering here. And then I have made a little focal point with one of the frames from the Blackberry Ephemera pack. And one of the sentiments from the stamp set, I cut up the words. I do that a lot. When a sentiment is too long for my space, I will cut it in half or cut it into small words. And that's just a good trick for you. I love this kind of collage-y feel. And I've already put my Stampin' Dimensionals pop dots on the back. There. Whoa, shook the camera, sorry. So that's your accordion card, and here's one that's totally finished. So I hope you enjoyed that idea as much as I did. I thought that was amazing. The accordion surprise card. Surprise because it looks so ordinary, and then when you open it, it is anything but ordinary. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please, again, let me know if you need a mini catalog. I'm sorry I keep banging my camera arm today. And I would be totally happy to send you one. Just email me at Lyssa@songofmyheartstampers.com or send me a Facebook message and I will get it and pop one in the mail for you. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great Thanksgiving.